Joining us now is FEMA Administrator Brock Long with us from Washington. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Tell us how FEMA is assisting folks in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
So I think it's important for people to realize that FEMA was deployed to the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico before Irma hit. Irma was a devastating hit to both islands. And then coupled with Maria, basically a 1 mile per hour difference between a Cat 4 and a Cat 5 storm. When Maria passed through, Puerto Rico took a devastating hit. Right now in the area, we have nearly 10,000 federal staff between the two islands, specifically supporting the Americans in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We have over 16 different ships between DOD and the Coast Guard operating in the area. We've forced millions of meals before the storm, and millions are on the way now that are being distributed. So we are doing everything that we can. We are treating Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands as we would any CONUS United state.
And yet the governor of New York says that we're not doing enough, and Senator Bill Nelson also echoes those sentiments. What's your response to that?
I'd invite them to the National Response Coordination Center so that they would have full and total visibility of the operation. People have a very localized view. We are basically pushing a tremendous amount of support in, and I think what people have to understand is that because of the devastating impact, there is reduced capacity at the local and state level to help us manage this. So we recognize that, and we are basically coming into Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands with a tremendous amount of support and basically harnessing the firepower of the federal government to get in, and that's what we're doing. For example, we've made collectively over 5,500 rescues already that haven't been picked up in the media. Today we're providing fuel tanker support to over 200 primary gas stations with security. We're also checking on regularly all of the hospitals. We realize there are isolated areas because the roadway system's not there, and we are doing airdrops. A lot of this has not been captured by the media, but we are there. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands are equal partners to any state in the United States.